tried to record an intro for this and then realized, looking back, that it was all out of focus, and that's what happens when you are not using actual good equipment and can't really fix things. I today am going to be tasting mulberries. Mulberries are some sort of fruit. I feel like they look similar to like a raspberry, but like longer. Like it's the same type of like little kind of almost like pods going on around it. And basically mulberries are something that I've seen dried before but never eaten. I've never seen fresh until now. I guess they don't really have them where I lived in the US, and I see a lot of new things in China all the time, and I actually think that like doing a taste test could be maybe an interesting thing I try to do somewhat regularly. We will see how this goes. At least like kind of with the seasons, when I see new interesting things, I can try them and I can talk about them. Because produce in China and the rest of Asia is certainly different from produce you see in Western countries. Definitely different from the US or Europe or Australia. I've been to all of those places, and I have bought and prepared food in all of those places. China is definitely the most unique place I've lived as far as grocery shopping goes, which sounds a little weird. But I'm excited to try these. I saw them for the first time like maybe 2 days ago, and basically the way that produce works in China is if it's not in season, you won't see it. A lot of the produce is very seasonal, and so like you cycle through a lot of things. Like, whereas I know like for me in the US, I know that I could find crappy melons in the winter if I really wanted to. But here it's like you can't find anything in the winter that's not going to be like going on then. So we're coming to springtime now, so basically here in Chengdu, that means that one day I was wearing a winter jacket and the next day I was wearing a t-shirt, and now I mean like I'm wearing like a sweatshirt, but I can pretty much get away with kind of this-ish amount of clothes, or slightly less when it's like kind of peak time in the day, but it's getting really warm really quickly, so I figure that's why some new fruits are coming out. But yeah, so I'm excited to try this, and get on my fingers a little bit. Enough chatting. Let's see what this tastes like. It's really, really sweet. Like, so the thing that I actually really like about berries is that they're tart. Like, most berries have a little bit of like tartness to them, and I really like that. So this is like surprising because it's subtle, like the sweetness is subtle, but it's definitely sweeter than other berries. And like it doesn't have that like tartness kick to it. The texture, it's like more seedy than a raspberry. Ooh, that one was tart. That one was good. I feel like it just tastes like a milder version of like any berry. Maybe kind of like a blueberry. No? Yeah, that one tasted like a mild blueberry with a lot of seeds. A mild blueberry shaped like a seedy raspberry, I guess. I think they're pretty good though. I'd say like it's hit or miss on like how tart they're gonna be, but I feel like that's something you deal with kind of all berries. But the tart ones I really like. Do you guys like the tart ones? Or like very sweet, or do you like when they're sweeter? Because that's something that like strawberries, like I really like wild strawberries that I've had because they're super, super sweet, but I do like conventional strawberries even though they're like more tart. I wasn't gonna eat all of these, but I think now I'm just going to sit here and eat them. But wow, these are good and interesting. I mean, so one second, let me show you the bag of them that I got. So I got this bag, and yes, this is how all produce comes in China. It is, I'm trying to figure out how to use to get less plastic. But for some things, it's kind of difficult. And I reuse the bags until they break, basically. So I do the best I can. But so this amount, which is, I think, probably like 500 grams, because that's usually, the pricing is usually per 500 kilos. So they'll say like 12 kwai per 500 kilos. I've been saying kilos. 500 kilos. This is 500 kilos. This bag is 500 grams. Half a kilo is the general unit of measurement that if you're buying produce in China, it'll usually go by half a kilo. Basically, so this was 12 kwai, which comes out to be somewhere around $2. So like $2 for this big bag, which is, you know, compared to say US standards, that's actually quite good. Let me think. Like for the same price, I could get probably like this many apples. You know, like maybe apples would probably be 5 kwai per half of a kilo. I've been getting dragon fruit that are 10 for 2 kwai, or I like 10 kwai for 2 of them. But when it's peak season for dragon fruit, I can get those for even cheaper. Now I'm just telling you guys about how produce works in China. But moral of the story is, like, you know, I'd say this is probably 2 containers worth of, like, you know, like if you'd get those little punnets of like blueberries or something, and those things are usually a couple dollars each. So it's definitely good. Food is definitely just cheaper here. It's still something I usually try not to buy, like berries in general. Like strawberries are still in season, and because strawberries are winter fruit in China, at least. I don't think they are in the US. I don't know how this works, but basically, I'll get them every once in a while, but I won't get like expensive fruits often because it's like kind of not worth it to me. Like the cost versus the benefit, I don't think it really makes that much sense. So I'll usually, I keep putting my hand in front of my face, which is like directly in the eye line of the camera. That's probably annoying. But yeah, basically I usually do go for like cheaper fruits because I like to eat a lot of fruit because I'm a fruit monster. I can eat more fruit if I buy cheaper fruit. I mean, honestly, I could buy more expensive fruit and I'd be okay. I'm very lucky with the like financial situation I'm in China because stuff is so cheap in China that you kind of you have to want to not save money to not save money. It's like a very good situation over here for foreigners. But yeah, okay, wow, that was some tangent. But I've finished my little thing of mulberries, and I'm not going to eat more of these. I would need to wash them, and I've got a bunch of other crap to do. But this was fun. I guess it was kind of like a baby mukbang. Okay, I'm going to try to maybe do this more often where I like pick something like produce, or like I could do whatever I'm eating. I could do more like mukbangs, like normal mukbangs, but I really more think it's interesting for it to be like a like something you may not have seen before, or kind of an introduction to what things are like in China, if that's something that like you might be going to China. Thanks for watching. Comment below on whether you like your berries tart or sweet. I'll see you guys around next time. Bye.